Hello friends, it's me, and today let's watch how to thrift like a pro. Style theory from the style theorists. Together, let's go, let's start. Thank you.
Clothes are expensive, and thrift stores are a treasure trove of unique items at bargain prices. But how do you go about navigating the wilderness that is your local thrift store? That's what I'm here for. I'm going to give you an easy 3-step guide to having every thrift shop be a success.
Thank you.
Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory, the show that's here to save the planet and your wallet. Now, I don't know if you've noticed...
Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory. Hello.
But everything, and I do mean everything, is getting more expensive. And that includes your clothes.
And it doesn't seem like that's changing anytime soon, which is why a lot of us are turning to our local thrift stores to upgrade our wardrobe.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I have a massive shopping addiction. I just love adding new, interesting pieces to my wardrobe collection. But I hate contributing to the massive waste that is the fast fashion industry.
Not only can thrifting help reduce the amount of clothing waste that's horrible for the environment, it can potentially save you money. However, as we mentioned in a previous episode, even thrift stores aren't immune to inflation. So it's more important now than ever to know how to navigate the racks to find the steals.
And that's where I come in. In a world that's already on fire, how do you still shop but feel good about it? Well, you follow Style Theory's 3-step thrift shopping system. Or as I like to call it, all joking aside, saving money is a serious thing.
Wait, what?
Style Theory's 3-step thrift shopping system. Or as I like to call it,
Style Theory 3-step. Sorry?
on fire, how do you still shop but feel good about it?
Wait.
Well, you follow Style Theory's 3-step thrift shopping system.
Style Theory 3-step thrift shopping system.
Or as I like to call it,
The
joking aside, saving money is a serious thing, and it starts at home. Have you ever heard people say, don't go grocery shopping on an empty stomach? The idea is that if you're hungry, you'll spend more on food you didn't plan to buy. And the same is true for clothing shopping.
But instead of having a snack, you need to sort through the stacks of clothes. Knowing the clothes that you need can help you from spending money you also need for other things.
You know, things like
You make a very good point. The human's urge is very difficult to restrain, to seal, or even to delay. So yeah, plan ahead. Yeah. Failure to plan is plan to fail. Sorry.
food, rent, or the new Taylor Swift cardigan. I need reputation. I need it. I need it.
Besides having a budget,
Always have a budget.
there are 3 things to know before you start your shopping spree: your space, your style, and your sizes.
One of the first videos I made on this channel was teaching you how to optimize your closet. It's a video full of good tips and tricks on how to best use your space, and definitely worth a watch. Just
Thank you.
remember that when I made that, I was a little baby host. So please be kind.
Anyway, going through your closet shows you how much space you have to add something new.
Or how much space you don't have.
It's important to give your closet a cleanse every once in a while to clear out what you don't wear and make room for new things that you will wear. Your old clothes don't have to go into the dumpster either. Some thrift stores accept donations, and others will even give you store credit for donating well taken care of items. Then there's your style. Now that you're more organized, you can see where the gaps in your wardrobe really are.
Do you need more outfits for date nights or job interviews? Do you have 5 too many pairs of black boots sitting around? What do you need?
Make a list, check it twice, and prepare to stick to it. Remember,
Oh, make a list, check it twice. I get the reference.
more clothes doesn't necessarily mean more options. Whether you're a maximalist or live off a capsule wardrobe, if it's not sparking joy, you don't need it. Let's be real, if you get it, it's probably just gonna live on a hanger in the back of your closet for another 5 to 10 years.
Yes, I am self-reporting. Do you see this closet? But you don't have to be me. You can be better. Do as I say, not as I do.
Thrift stores are also a great place to stock up on staple pieces that will work with any outfit. Think jeans, basic t-shirts, and non-patterned pants and skirts.
You get the idea. Now get out of my closet. Go. No, go.
The last thing to know before you go are your measurements. We all know you can't trust sizing to be the same across different brands. That's not a conspiracy, that's a fact. Yes, while it is good to know if you're a small, medium, large, etc., knowing your actual digits can help even more. You don't necessarily want to have to try everything on in store, and if you find a brand on the rack that you want, you can look up their size guide online before you put it in your cart.
She makes a very good point. You must recognize that sometimes in different countries they use different measuring systems. And knowing your actual digit helps a lot. So to estimate, to guesstimate, have a range of what your current body is like. Granted, if you're using your digits from your own body from a couple of months, a couple of years before you do any transformation to your body, for example, slimming down, or getting fat, or slimming down again, or I don't know, getting pregnant, or you are very sick, or something like that. Things occur to your body over the past few months or years. You might need to redo it again. Sorry.
Recommendation: know your waist, hips, bust, and your inseam before you go, just to be safe.
Your shoulder measurement is also great to know if you're in the market for things like dress shirts, jackets, or blazers.
And don't forget to bring some hand sanitizer. People are gross, y'all. And now that we are prepped for the gods, it's time to move on to step 2 of how do you navigate all that stuff. Let's be real, it is super overwhelming unless you have a plan of attack.
The first 2 things to pin down are your timing and your location.
I know that weekends are everyone's go-to shopping days, but hear me out. If you can swing it, go on a weekday. Trust me.
Most thrift stores tend to restock on weekdays, usually a Monday or a Tuesday right after their busy weekend.
And you can always call ahead to your location specifically to find out. I know. A phone call in 2025? I hate it too. But I believe in us. We can do hard things.
It's also key to know
Oh my gosh, she's able to relate to her audience in the year 2025. Yeah! A phone call for the younger generations. If we can avoid, we try to avoid. Like text message. Sorry.
when certain stores have sales. While independent stores have their own schedules, stores like Goodwill are a bit more predictable. Most have a running color tag sale, where the color of the week is discounted.
You can also find more deals at the end of a season, like the end of summer or winter, where people are clearing out all of their old off-season items.
Major holidays like Labor
She makes a very good point. The clearance sale is brilliant. Not just for clothing, but for other items as well. I remember laptops. Just one thing. Yeah, sorry. That's the only thing that comes to mind. Laptops. Sorry.
Day, Memorial Day, and Black Friday can also net you bigger savings and bigger crowds.
But be warned, because the Hunger Games has nothing on holiday thrift shoppers. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Then you have to consider the location. The area code of your thrift store can change the game in what you find there. The selection of a store in Beverly Hills is likely going to include more high-profile items than a store in a small town.
Rich people get rid of rich stuff. It's just science.
But if you, like me, don't live in a super rich area, but you're willing to do a little commuting, you can look around at the areas nearby to see which ones might hold a few more treasures. Stores like Goodwill also have bins, which are special selections or specialty stores where you don't pay by item, but by weight. While that sounds amazing, it does mean that you may have to do a lot of digging to find something that you like.
Speaking of digging, there is a right and wrong way to attack the stacks.
Start with the shoes, which are typically tucked away towards the back of the store.
While this may seem like a random recommendation, I promise you it is not.
If you find a pair you like, you can try them on while browsing another section of the store. That way you get to test their comfort and fit. We love a multitasking moment. Then head to the clothes and remember your prep from step 1. Most sections are separated by clothing type and then by size. But even then, a lot can get mixed up thanks to other shoppers. So make sure you check the tags even if the section says it should be your size.
But don't feel stuck in a specific section just because of the label. If you're a man who likes skinny jeans, check out the women's section. Usually they have more options that are much more comfortable because they have way more stretch. And if you're a woman who likes boyfriend fit jeans or sweaters, check out the men's section. You don't need a boyfriend and they're usually a lot cheaper. And if you doubt me, watch this video where I find my favorite pair of jeans ever in the men's section. And I don't even like jeans.
If something's missing a label or you're just not sure, don't be afraid to try things on. Most stores have dressing rooms just for that reason. But if they don't, or you'd rather not strip down in the middle of a thrift shop, don't worry. Shirts are pretty easy to gauge by holding them up and comparing the shoulders and waist against yours. And sometimes, depending on the fit, you can even slip them on over your current shirt. Just be careful on the removal.
And don't forget the bottoms, because those are the hardest fit to find. But if you need to save time or they happen to be missing a tag, there is a trick that can help you out.
It's called the neck rule. To test if something might fit, you can wrap the waistband around your neck like a loose scarf. High-waisted items should fit if the waistline ends meet perfectly at the back of your neck with no overlap. But if your item is low-waisted, it should have a 1 to 2 inch overlap at the back of your neck.
It's not a perfect trick because bodies come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, but it can be a life-saving tactic under the right circumstances.
By the
She makes a very good point. Case in point, if you are an athlete, if you are a sports person in which you train a lot in your upper body, a lot of push-ups, a lot of neck exercises, a lot of the weighted vests. This part is going to be very thick. So yeah, sorry.
way, when you're browsing secondhand clothes, there are 3 major red flags to look out for.
Red flag number 1, the fabric.
If you can, stick to natural fabrics like cotton, linen, silk, or wool. Not only will they last longer if you take care of them properly, they're less likely to trap nasty odors left by previous owners. Remember, people are gross.
Speaking of, red flag number 2, the condition.
Make sure to check over any item for stains, tears, and unexplainable smells. While you shouldn't overlook an item you love just because it has a stain or a missing button, keep in mind that you may not be able to restore it to its original glory. I mean, if the previous owner couldn't do it, there may be a reason.
Or maybe they're just lazy.
Smells, though, are a big no-no. If it stinks, let it go immediately. Secondhand items usually go through some sort of cleaning process before being placed on the rack. If that process didn't remove the odor, you most likely won't be able to do it at home, and you probably want to use that hand sanitizer we told you to bring.
And red flag number 3, the price.
There is no baseline for how stores have to price secondhand items. A good rule of thumb, though, is that a used item probably shouldn't cost more than its new, unworn counterpart. However, there is one exception to that rule.
Good old vintage.
While the term vintage can be a bit overused and questionable nowadays, it typically applies to items of good quality that capture the essence of a specific era, typically through trends, craftsmanship, or materials.
And you'll likely be asked to pay more for that item. Is that fair? That's up to you to decide.
And now that you have a plan of action to head into your local shops, you're good to go, right? Wrong! Because this is the age of the internet, baby! And many thrift stores have gone digital.
Nowadays, you don't even have to leave your house to go secondhand shopping. You can do it from the comfort of your couch. So the final step of Style Theory's 3-step thrift shopping system is do it from home.
Apps like Depop, Vinted, Poshmark, ThreadUp, and even Granddaddy eBay have made shopping online for secondhand items as easy as, I don't know, clicking that subscribe button. I mean, have you tried it?
Subscribe!
No? Well, do it now. You have 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! And it's just as easy to shop online, once you know how to navigate it, that is.
Listen, I have always said that online shopping is my superpower, and with great power comes great responsibility.
If you're new to fashion,
Spider-Man! With great power comes great responsibility.
online thrift shopping can actually be a great place to learn and explore what's out there. I found a ton of new favorite brands just by going on ThredUp and searching for black sundress or red coat. Heck, the dress I'm wearing in my cutout right now came from ThredUp. No, I'm not sponsored.
Take a look at your favorite items in your wardrobe, and then come up with 3 keywords that describe each item. Black lace dress or green velvet coat. You get the idea. Then take those keywords and type them into the search bar of these apps and see what comes up.
You may not want those specific items, but you can see what brands make ones that you like and use that as a jumping off point to explore what else they might have available.
Again,
But having said that, this is my personal opinions. I have seen my friends and even me myself fall into the loop of comparisons. Too much comparisons is going to be it's gonna make you jump into the rabbit hole, and it's gonna waste a lot of your time. Yeah, so it's good comparisons, don't get me wrong, but it is a double-edged sword. There is pros and cons to it, and from my point of view, you need to be very disciplined in the amount of time and effort that you want to dedicate yourself into it. Because a lot of times, this sort of comparisons can be kind of unhealthy, and it's like you just oh, this one's good, this one's bad. It can become a bit unhealthy, toxic sometimes. Sorry.
no joke, this is the best tip I can give you. This is how I found most of the clothes in my closet, and you saw my closet. This trick actually works a little too well.
Speaking of tricks, be careful about getting scammed. While sites like ThredUp sort through items that are sent to them, sites like eBay, Depop, and Poshmark do not. Instead, you are buying directly from another person.
Do not trust a listing that only has photos from a secondary website. Make sure you have proof that that seller actually has those items.
Most apps let you chat with the sellers, and you should. The sellers want you to buy things. So if you need to see more pictures to prove the legitimacy of the listing, or just get a more accurate idea of the measurements of something that you're interested in, ask for it. Sellers want to give you that information if it means that you'll click that buy now button. Also, check out the sellers' reviews. If they've sold a lot and have positive reviews, you're likely safe to make that purchase. And there is one other skill that you'll need to cultivate: bargaining.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Sites like
Oh,
Poshmark and
Doctor
Vinted give you
Strange!
the option to haggle prices.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And he just looped it a couple times, I guess.
And you'd be surprised how willing sellers are to go down a few dollars if it means they'll make a sale. So ask. See if you can wiggle that final price down to at least cover the cost of shipping. Because that's the downside of online shopping.
You have to pay for shipping.
But there is a bonus. All those skills that you've learned from browsing online bins can potentially turn you a profit.
Yeah, your love of thrift shopping can become a business if you've been paying attention.
You can use those same sites to start your own resale business, whether it's a side hustle or a starting point for a larger business that you want to build. I mean, that's how Nasty Gal started. Why not you? Not only does this help with what we learned in step 1 about cleaning out your closet of old items that you no longer wear, it can help you pay your rent or even just fund your next shopping adventure. Talk about a win-win.
And now that you are a master of Style Theory's 3-step thrift shopping system, or as we all say, you no longer have an excuse to skip the thrift store the next time you need a new fit.
Just remember that while being prepared is
Sorry.
important. If you happen to fall in love with something you didn't plan to buy and you know that you'll regret not getting it, sometimes it's okay to just say yes to your own happiness. But hey, that's just a theory. A style theory. Keep looking sharp. Coming up next on Style Theory.
Nike has fallen off. Its stock is in the gutter. Its street cred, non-existent. Heck, even Skechers has more aura. So the question is, what happened to Nike?
Have more aura. But hey, that's just a theory. But hey, that's just theory. A style theory. Keep looking sharp. All the time. But hey, that's just a theory. A style theory. Keep looking sharp. Thank you so much to the style theorists for this video. You guys did a great job. I enjoy it so much. Subscribe. Thank you.